Hello YouTube, this is Streamline with Devious Gaming. Today we're going to go over controlling the ship in space in Star Trek Online. Now as you can see, there is this weird shape around the ship. The ship is actually sitting still right now because I accidentally activated the slipstream drive. When that is activated, this is what it will look like. To move forward, you'll hit the E key or click on the bar to how fast you want to go, and depending on how you click it will adjust the speed. To stop, you simply hit the stop button or the Q key. Reverse, you hit the Q or click on the reverse button. Turn left, you hit the A key. Turn right, the D key. If you want to go downwards, you would hit the W key, and to take the ship upwards, you would hit the S key. These are very important when it comes to combat maneuvers and getting to your destination in sector space. We are currently in sector space, which, when you hit M or your map, is this entire area. Sector space, which is this entire area around you. And you can go to any one of these systems. Now, the fastest way to get to a system is to find it on this map. Double click on it. It will ask you if you want to plot a course. Okay. It will automatically fly your ship to your destination. There's some clusters you can go to, and you can go into them to explore them, or you have a mission there, such as the Harem cluster pops up with duty officer missions. Unknown Nebula you can explore. These are good for gaining R&D material or just getting experience with the ship. Now let's say you decided you want to go to that Unknown Nebula. You would hit your A key to turn the ship, and then your S and W key to get to the right elevation to get to the nebula. W key, bring it down. Now we hit the Q key to stop. Now we can scan the nebula for crafting materials. Waveform matched, we just earned some duranium. Let's go visit the Laurentian system. See if there's anything to do there. And simply hitting the AWSD keys to maneuver that way. We're given the option to launch a fleet action. We won't worry about that because that will be in a later video. For now, we are going to work on ship maneuvering. So hitting the Q key, we stop. Let's say we did want to go back there. You can either turn around or hit reverse. And it's kind of like driving a car. Once we get there, hit the E key and we can stop going in reverse. Now let's say we wanted to get somewhere quick. Let's bring up the map. Let's click on the Zona station. We'll hit OK. Now the ship will turn around and start heading straight in the direction of the system you want to go to. Once it starts heading straight long enough, you can hit your quantum slipstream drive, and that'll allow you to travel a lot faster. And check how fast you're going. You can sit back and enjoy the flight. Watch a bunch of things pop up. The problem with slipstream is it will not stop you at your destination, so it's important for you to keep an eye on where you're at. And now that we're in front of the destination, we can stop it. As you can see, the slipstream is still running as it was at the beginning of the video. The slipstream drive only works in certain situations, like traveling in sector space. Once you go into a combat zone, the slipstream drive will not work. Instead, it's considered a warp factor. Combat controls will be talked about in a later video. The slipstream drive only works in sector space because it is meant for extremely fast traveling. When you're in a combat zone, that speed of travel isn't necessary because it is too fast of a travel for the size of the map that you'd be on. So it is a good idea to fly around, familiarize yourself with how the ship turns based on different buttons that you hit and the different speeds that you set your ship to, because the turning radius and speed will change based on all those factors. You can kind of monitor the speed by scrolling over the warp bar. As you can see, we're going warp 6.17 right now, so you see how the ship's turning. Let's bump it up to 9. You see how it widened the turn. It's taking a little longer to turn. Go up to the warp 12.34, and it's an even bigger turn radius. Now let's drop the speed. You can see how much faster the ship is turning. And now we're fully stopped, and you can see how the buttons move the ship around. Now we're going to put some speed on her. Another way to control the ship is by holding down both mouse buttons. It is a lot more sluggish on the response, but it is a way to control the ship while you are using certain abilities in combat. Once you get used to these controls, you can move into combating other ships and figuring out how the weapons work with each of the maneuvers that you do. And combat fighting and maneuvering will be covered in another video. This concludes controlling a ship. If you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, and we will see you at a later time.